youngest Aquarius males. Welcome to your reading. So, we're here to find out what God needs you to know. So, without further delay, let's bring you the information that you need. Oh, God. Sorry, Aquarius. Four more. This is personal. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have, which person do you think should be the head in a relationship or marriage? And in a business sense, a partnership. Okay. So who do you think should be the head in even any relationship? Should there even be a head? Or should you just work with the best idea from whoever it comes from? So, the question God wants you to ask yourself is, do you think people should date multiple people at once? Name the disadvantages and the disadvantages. So that must be something that you're dealing with in your life right now, or something that you're about to be having to face in your life. Dealing with multiple people at once. What's the advantages of dealing with multiple people at once, and what's the disadvantages? I heard you asking me, like, what do I think? Listen, right now, my gums are itching me because somebody's been using or putting potions in my food to check potions that knock me out so that they can do dream simulations when I sleep. And it's been messing with my teeth. The base of my teeth, even my tooth that already, it's already destroyed. And you know when the tooth forms this black thick layer over it to protect it, even that is coming loose in my gum right now. So right now my gum's itching me. So I'm annoyed, and only what talking I need to do I'm going to do. So you need to think about this here for yourself. Okay? I'm annoyed. Please forgive me. They're getting on my nerves every day. Every day. That nastiness is in my food. And then when I eat my food, when I'm supposed to be exercising, or when I'm supposed to be cleaning my house, or when I'm supposed to be fucking cooking food so that my daughter can have something on time when she come home, I'm here on the bed knocked out sleeping. When I'm supposed to be doing you people's readings, I'm here knocked out sleeping. I can't do a lot of talking today. I want to get off. So the underlying issue here we have, if you were a man or a woman and you met a man or a woman like yourself, would you date you, or would you like you? Yeah. So, and then we have, what do you think life is actually about? So there's a lot of deep questions for you to consider as it pertains to dating, and as it pertains to life in general. If you don't want to take the time to think about these things and understand them for yourself, or even question some other people around you, then that's on you. But I'm here to bring you your messages. Sorry you can't be on a bad day, but right now, this is it, because I am pissed. Okay, I come on here every time and I do what I have to do, but you people don't know what's going on behind the scenes in my life. Okay, I come on here and I try to bring my brightest vibe, so I don't disappoint anybody or drag anybody into my funk. But we're really going through it. My daughter and myself, we are really going through it. Okay, so forgive me for not being able to hold up that level of enthusiasm as I usually do at this time. But yeah, at least I'm here to bring you your messages, okay? Every day is not a jolly day. That's just life. I can't eat anything in my house in peace. I can't drink anything in my house in peace. Eh? And then people are looking at me as if I don't take care of my teeth. They don't care. They don't care what effects their potions have on me. They don't care what it's doing to my liver. They don't care what it's doing to my lungs. They don't care what it's doing to my kidneys. They don't care what it's doing to my brain. They don't care what it's doing to my skin. They don't care what these things are doing to me. They don't fucking care. Don't worry. They don't care what it's doing to my eyes. They don't care what it's doing to my nose. They don't care what it's doing to my sinuses. They don't care what it's doing to my child. They don't care. But don't worry. May God bless those who bless us and curse those who curse us. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care what team you're playing for, whether you're playing for the light or the darkness. I don't give a fuck. Four more, yeah. All I did was eat a piece of apple. Apple. And my gums are itching me like I'm teething. I was eating some raisins the other day, some nuts and raisins, and one piece of the skin went down below the gum line and I was there plucking it out. Why is my gum bleeding? As much of my teeth that have already been destroyed, I don't have stinking breath, and that's because I take care of my hygiene, period. Aquarius, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to whoever the fuck be stalking me, because I know they watch every fucking video that I put up. All I did was pluck the thing out my teeth and my gum is bleeding. But y'all don't care. What am I doing? Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have good idea. Okay, so let's get back to your story. Sorry, Aquarius. Okay, so yeah, so you need to think about dating multiple people. You need to think about what you really believe life is actually all about. And you need to think about, oh, if you were a woman and you met a man like yourself, would you want to date you? And would you like you? So we got good idea at the bottom of the deck here. It's like somebody wants to ask me all these questions that they're asking you, Aquarius, but to whoever that is that want to get into my brain, my reply to you is fuck off. I don't care who you are. That's how I feel. None of you are interested in getting to fucking know me. All you want to do is abuse me and cut me down and take my power away, take my favor away. That's what you people want to do to me. Fuck off. Everything I say and do can be used against me, can and will be fucking used against me. I say fuck off. Leave me alone. In the real world and in the spirit realm, leave me alone. Period. None of you have good intentions for me. This morning I was doing Who's reading? The one that came before you, Capricorn female reading. I was doing Capricorn female reading. They're trying to block my senses. But I pray before I do my reading so that I keep motherfuckers like you out. Because I know that you people want to bring me down. You don't want me to deliver these messages. You don't want me to look like I'm intelligent. You don't want me to look like I'm blessed and highly favored. But you are the fucking loser, as usual. Prayer works and God love me. And if God say yes to me, there's not a fucking thing that you can do about it. So fuck off. Losers. Y'all gonna lose and keep fucking losing and can't do nothing about it. When you see me, call me Miss Winner. So Aquarius, we got over time. So I'm getting like as time goes by. So let's see the under. Prayer works, Aquarius. It does. I have to pray before I do you people readings. Because if I don't pray before I do your readings, they will come in and corrupt the whole message. I'm not depend that with them. I cover myself and I cover the people who come under me. Or I cover the people who are connected to me. Yeah? Right. So we don't have no time for waste. With waste man and waste girl. So prayer works over time. So if you pray for something, it doesn't mean that it's going to come true right away. Sometimes it doesn't come true at all, and that's because it's not meant for you. And only hindsight will solidify that in your mind. So sometimes if you're asking God for something or to do something for you, and you see God is taking long, just be cool, because God hasn't forgotten you. God will never forget you. Okay? And if it's something for your highest good, you shall have it. If it's not something that's in your benefit and you only seeing it as such, God is going to protect you. Rejection is God's protection. Okay? And sometimes when that happens, is only time after that we realize why we didn't get that person or place or thing or, or thought. So just say a prayer and watch and see what happens. Follow the signs and stuff, okay? Have faith. So we got prayer works and we got searching and we got pay decrease. So I'm getting like a girlfriend kind of vibe. You're searching, but you're just seeing people that are less than ideal. It's like maybe you know somebody who is of a higher standard, and everybody that you compare them to or everybody else that you look at is like a downgrade from this person. So it's like nobody is suitable enough, because this started off talking about you dating. Okay? Yeah, everybody's just into rah, cat fight, politics, competition. Okay? And we got a return, like, yeah, you could go back where the hell you come from. You want somebody new. Okay, so you start searching again. Yeah, new clients. Okay, yeah, you want safety. You want somebody who knows what life is about. You want somebody who is intelligent. You want somebody who is cooperative, understanding, patient. Somebody who could bring out the best in you and somebody that you could bring out the best in. I hope you want to return the favor to this person, because a lot of people want people to bring out the best in them, but a lot of people don't care about bringing out the best in somebody else, and that's not how life works. That's not healthy. Okay? I'm feeling like I need to go back. But we got new management here, so you need you need new attitude, you need new vibe, you need like a new plan. Yeah, basically a new attitude, a new philosophical understanding. Yeah, reprimand. So you don't want to have to be getting reprimanded again. It's like you've been through some bad times, and it's like I've had enough of like waste gal in my life. You don't want nobody who is below standard. You're looking for someone that is up to a certain level. But God says over time, it won't happen right away. But be patient, okay? And keep working on yourself in the meantime. And God want you to think like, if you were this person and you met a person like you, would you date you? Would you like you? And would you be happy to date you? So if the answer is no in any case, then those are the parts of yourself that you need to work on, so that when you do find somebody, you are a respectable person, you are an admirable person, and you're a person that is going to help to make their life better, not worse. Okay? Now, before I even shuffle this deck, you see this word, incestuous? If it comes up, if the card come out, just ignore that word. I have to blank out that word because it's too powerful. It's too powerful. Some people are in incestuous relationships, yes, but not everybody. But because God needs to use this deck to convey a certain message, because I don't have a deck that can convey every message in the world, some of the words on it may be misleading, but I will interpret for you as I get the intuitive download saying, yes, this is what it's about, or no, that's not what it's about. Okay? So don't get frightened if you see that word. We're not accusing you of incestuous behavior. I'm going to use some white paper and just kind of hide that word because this card is way too powerful. The word is very triggering and disturbing. So bear with us. This is a crazy deck, to be honest. There's a lot of vile things in it. But like I said, it goes with the intuitive downloads. Okay? I will tell you what God is telling me. That goes with the card that you see. Especially this deck. This deck is a madness too. I like it though. It's fun. It was scary at first, but as God made me use it more and more, I'm coming to understand how God worked with me with those decks, or with these decks. And this one. I see the creativity. It makes sense. Cause like I do have a racism card. But then it's the other information that accompany that. And that's why God guides me to so many decks, because it's a whole message. I swear, if somebody go back and look at each one of these readings, you can make a whole song out of it. You can make a whole movie out of it. You can make a whole production out of each one of these readings that I've done for the youngers. Well, most of the readings, period. You can make a whole production. Art imitates life. Yeah. Been some interesting stories. At the bottom of the deck, we've got forcing human minors to engage in sexual acts. Ooh, that's not nice. Let's see what the message is. I can't read too much into that. That's one statement that can mean so many different things. It could be you forcing yourself into sexual acts because you're younger, so you could be seen as a minor. Or is exactly what does God mean by minor? You know. So before we jump to conclusions, I tell you this deck is crazy, scary. Let's make it make sense. Okay, so we have, okay, it was in the reverse. We have addicted to hiding from the truth about self. Ooh. But it was in the reverse, so let's see. Before I accuse you. Okay, it feels correct this way. It's in the upright. So, my friend, would you date you? Would you be happy with you? For real, for real, for real? I don't think you would. Okay. Because you're addicted to hiding from the truth about yourself. So, are you a secret meanie? Are you a secret baddie? You see, baddies aren't good, you know. They're not good. So, be careful what you say when this culture is teaching you what to say. Because words are spells. Okay? You don't want a baddie. Because baddies make everything bad. You want a goodie. Because goodies make everything good. You're tired of baddies. They're a pay decrease. They're a downgrade. You don't want that. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Let's put that into practice. Okay? And being addicted to hiding the truth about yourself is not a great way going forward. Because if you get involved with a good girl, then they're gonna have to be dealing with your bullshit. You're gonna be making their life miserable, and that's a no-no. Yeah. So we got having sex with your friend's boyfriend. So do you be sleeping with your friend's friends? Are you the type of man to when you see your girlfriends, you are easily attracted to them and they could definitely get the D? Would you date you? Would you marry you? Would you be happy with you if you were a female? And then we have this card coming next. Do you be taking it without people's permission? Because that's what this means. This means somebody's telling you no and you're forcing yourself on them anyway. Would you like you? Would you date you? Would you be happy with you? I'm not gonna dig in anymore. Let's move on to the next message. Don't feel too bad. You know why? It's because this world was not designed in a way to bring out the best in anybody. Anybody who lives in this society and they end up being a respectable human being, it means that they actually escaped the programming, escaped the matrix. This society is designed to bring out the worst in us all. So don't feel too bad if your beast is on the surface. It doesn't mean that it's right. It doesn't mean that it's acceptable. It doesn't mean that I'm going to encourage that behavior. Stop it. But do not be so hard on yourself, because when you look around you, there's a lot of fuckery teachings all around you. From your own parents, to the TV that you watch, to the music you listen to the YouTube videos, to every fucking where you go. There's a prevalent lack of respect for upright moral conduct. So if you end up being a vagabond, you are definitely a product of your environment, just like most other people. So before you go blaming yourself and feeling utterly shitty about yourself, just take that into consideration and drag yourself out of the matrix, out of the earthly matrix, and put yourself in the divine matrix. If you want a good gal, you have to first be a good man. Or else even if you get a good gal, you're gonna lose her, because she deserves better. And if she knows she deserves better, she definitely gonna go. She will leave. And that's counterproductive. When you get a good girl, I'm sure you're not trying to get a good girl to lose her. So you need to make some personality adjustments. Don't follow the crowd. Well, don't follow the wrong crowd. It brings bad karma. And see, this one says over time. So that means maybe you have to go through your karma before you have a clean record again. But if you do the crime, you must do the time. Over time. Okay? You've already done it. And God is a just judge. So God is going to take into account the fact that you were not taught the right things. And the right things are not being as promoted in our lives as the wrong things are. They make being a baddie cool. I want a bad bitch. What does that even mean? Do you know what you're saying? I'm a cold nigga. Do you know what you're saying? Man's cold. Do you know what you're saying? Are you sure you like that? It's the culture. So you have to pluck yourself out of this earthly matrix and insert yourself into the divine one. Put good energy out into the world so that good energy comes back to you, no matter who tries to block it. By all means, take responsibility for your actions, but know that you did not make yourself this way by yourself. You learned it from somewhere. And they learned it from somewhere. And the person that they learned it from somewhere. The whole culture is fucked up. We need to fix it. If you do the crime, you must do the time. There's no way around that. 3 more. You see, the thing with humans is we tend to put the best version of ourselves on display. But the truth of the matter is there's a lot of ugliness being hidden below the surface in everybody's life. We tend to sweep it under the rug because we don't want to ruffle feathers. We don't want to stir the pot. We don't want to make our lives difficult or make other people uncomfortable. I understand. But what about those who are coming after us? Are we going to allow them to come into this type of world and be treated the way that we have been treated? Are we going to continue to portray the behaviors that we've been taught, even though we know that they're wrong? That's not fair. So at the bottom of the deck, we got Jamaica. Okay. Regarding Jamaica, can I just say Jamaica's been going through some crazy things. And that's because Jamaicans have been acting very, very out of order. From the government, go right down to the babies. Jamaica itself need a culture reform. That is for the people. When it comes to the government, me no know what them depend. But what I do see going on is if they refuse to put themselves in check, if the people refuse to put themselves and their government in check, if the heads over their heads of government refuse to put their government in check, God is going to do it. You see what God did down at the port with the waves crashing in, mashing up mashing up the restaurant, mashing up the gift shop, mashing up the car park, mash up everything. You see the earthquake will come for Jamaica? God is not done and God is talking to Jamaica. Jamaica, you need to listen. We love you. You need to love yourself. Be who you were created to be. When it comes to entertainment, you are the entertainment gods. If you want to sing about sex, you are the sex gods. But all the extra stuff, killing each other, promoting drugs, promoting thieving. Listen, Jamaica people are smart people. You're not just entertainers. You're scientists. Just look at Jamaica history and you see some of the things that people born of Jamaican descent have accomplished. Marcus Garvey come from Jamaica. Bob Marley come from Jamaica. Don't look at the negativity because everybody have flaws, but look at the positivity that these people have put into the world. Find yourself and be yourself and stop the madness, or else God will put a stop to it for you. We gonna hear about you. All this batty fucking God said stop it. Anal sex is wrong. Science itself show you that. You don't need God to tell you that. It's not a healthy practice. You're going in the wrong direction. Use your sense. Find back your heights of reasoning. Don't let God have to shake it into you or shake it out of you or wash it into you or wash it out to you. God is upset with Jamaica. I'm going to tell you that now. Y'all are going in the wrong direction. Okay. Within the last 2 months, see the natural disasters that hit Jamaica that nobody is responsible for. Nobody but God. There's more where that came from. Those are warning shots. So back to you, Aquarius. Listen, today is how it's supposed to be. Everything I'm saying in your video is probably meant for you to hear as well. So don't you stay there and think that I'm taking your video places where you're not supposed to be. Make sense out of nonsense. Still got Jamaica at the bottom of the deck. So we're talking about you and United Emirates. So when I had to look into this to understand what it means, united means to be together, and an emir is actually a ruler. So God wants you to unite with your ruler. Unite with your higher self. If you want good to come to you, then you have to bring good out of you. Do good and good will follow you. Do bad and good will run away from you. The underlying is Jamaica. And you see, I just talk about what Jamaica is turning into. Jamaica was once the land that we actually love. Jamaica was once a respectable place full of respectable, fun-loving, light-hearted, easygoing people. Irie man. You know where that come from? Jamaica is not that anymore. Jamaica is full of moaning and groaning, weeping and moaning and gnashing of teeth. Jamaica is falling. So, as it pertains to you, Aquarius, you are falling. And God wants you to reunite with your higher self. Look up the word Emir, E-M-I-R. And you know what united mean. Unite with your higher self. That's what this card comes out as. You see? Because this bad behavior, you need to make peace. NATO is a peace kind of organization. It's an organization created to make peace between different nations. Okay? So you need to find your higher self and connect to your higher self so that you can make peace between you and the people that come into your life. This lover, this your other half, this partner, whoever this is that you want, that you're looking for. If you're not in your right state of self, you're going to lose that person. So God wants you to unite with your higher self. You're a ruler, you're a king, you're a God. Or you're a devil. You are what you act like. As a man thinketh, so is he. As a woman thinketh, so is she. Whatever you're thinking, whatever you're allowing yourself to be, that's who you are. So if you don't like who you are, think something different and put it into action. Two more. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we got swimming. So swimming suggests that there's a lot of water. Water has everything to do with emotions. So, yeah, get ready for a deep dive into your emotions, into looking at your flaws, and into making corrections. Okay, God want you to know it's not gonna be a walk in the park. Okay, you may cry a few times, feel disappointed, feel angry like me feeling the way I'm feeling right now. All those emotions may come upon you. Yeah, God want you to know that. Just expect a watery ride. But it's okay. It's actually part of the process. Because you know, a lot of people tend to shy away from crying, but do you know how healing actual crying is? Yeah. When you feel like crying, it's better you let it out. Because why? Crying is a whole bunch of different chemicals. Crying is a whole bunch of different chemicals. That's why people go gray. People go gray when, number one, they don't say what they actually want to say. They go gray, they lose their hair, they start getting breakouts. The body reacts in a negative way. Why? Because you are filled with negative energy, so your body creates negative chemicals, and once your body creates these negative chemicals, they have negative reactions on the body. Crying releases these negative chemicals. It gets them out of the body. Speaking your piece releases these negative chemicals from your body. That's why you talk about your chakras and all that. Don't allow them to be blocked by bottling things in. It's not healthy. Forget what this world told you about big boys don't cry. Fuck that. Sometimes life becomes too much and you need to let it out. If you don't want to do it in front of nobody, don't do it in front of anybody. But find some place that you can go and do it in peace. And sometimes when the tears are coming out, you see how babies actually cry and be making noise and stuff like that. Don't be surprised if you see yourself as a big man doing that. Because me as a big woman, when I get into my feelings like that, that's how I cry. Like a big baby. But when I done, I feel better. Okay? So let that shit out. Don't allow yourself to believe that nonsense that this society taught us about boys don't cry. Fuck that. That's lies. Nonsense. That's part of the reason why so many men want to take on that gay persona, is because they want to tap into their sensitive side. But in this society, the way that they taught us to tap into your sensitive side as a man is to act like a sissy. Fuck that. That's nonsense. A man is a father. A father needs to be nice to his children. A man needs to be nice to his gal. Of course, you could tap into your sensitive side without you being a gal or emulating a gal. It's called love. It's called gentleness. That's what it's called. It's called being sentimental. It's called being caring. You don't have to be hard all the time. That's not natural. Just like a woman can get into her man energy. This is me in my masculine energy right now. That's why I'm talking like this. That's why I'm moving like this. But it's acceptable. So why is it that when a man just want to be chill, want to be quiet, want to be humble, want to dance, want to sing, want to, just move in a gentle, graceful way, all of a sudden everybody want to call him a pussy? Fuck y'all. To people like that, you need to say, yo, fuck you. I am me. Take me or leave me. You know what gentleman mean? And then when you're in your masculine energy, then they call y'all hood. They call y'all ragamuffin. They call y'all gangster. All kind of negative words. But when you get into your good vibe now, they want to say you're soft. They want to call you pussy. They want to say you're punk. They want to say you're a little bitch. Just tell them no. Fuck you. Straight. Be true to the vibe that you're feeling within you. So we got the work card that came out. Okay, and it was in the reverse. Feels correct like this. So it's in the upright. Okay, so let's see. Work. It could be talking about money, but it's not money in this sense. It's talking about shit. the underlying is practicing. So like I said, there's gonna be some tears. It's gonna be a burden trying to correct your behavior, trying to face the ugliness of yourself, how the world has made you, how your granddaddy has taught you, and your uncles and your friends and your who else? Maybe your daddy and even your fucking mother probably taught you some of these bad behaviors, or maybe from the TV or from the music or wherever the hell you got it from in society. Okay? It's gonna take practice. It's work, but practice means that sometimes you get it wrong. When you're practicing something, it's because you're not good at it and you want to get better at it. So that means you have to leave room for failing. Leave room for you to fall short of what you're trying to achieve. So you may express some of this bad behavior on your journey to healing and becoming the higher version of yourself. Give yourself space to fall from grace and forgive yourself, and then up and get back on your journey again. That's how healing go. We fall. Some more than others, but expect it to be a challenge. It's swimming. Swimming is hard. It's hard work. It's gonna be emotional and it's gonna be work. Okay? So yeah, we got practicing, then we got cuddling. You're gonna get to a better version of yourself. Who cuddles? What type of person actually cuddle? You know what type of person actually cuddle? People who allow themselves to feel what they're actually feeling. People who allow themselves to be true to themselves. Sometimes we want a fucking cuddle. Sometimes we don't want to have sex. Sometimes we don't want to talk. Sometimes we just want to hug up and chill out. Just hold me. They make it seem like a man is not supposed to ever feel that way. It's nonsense. It's not natural. Because sometimes you just feel like you can take a hug. Or sometimes you don't even allow yourself to think you need a hug, and somebody give you a hug and that shit feels so good and you're like, damn, I didn't even know I needed this. Find yourself. Find who you truly are, not who the world is trying to make you into. Okay? Yeah. So yeah, we got farming coming next. So farming is talking about planting seeds, cultivating things. So you're cultivating yourself. You're cultivating a new you. And that's going to cultivate a new world where you can actually feel good playing. Okay? Even in the middle of your rock climbing. Even in the tough times, you feel good because you know that you can get the support that you need when you need it. Even in your tough times, your watery times, swimming upstream type energy. So you have to set your world the way that you want it to be. Okay? God is giving you the tools that you need. So the first thing you need to do is be honest with yourself. Pay attention to yourself and what you really want out of life. Pay attention to yourself and what you truly believe and don't believe. Don't let this world tell you how to think. I don't even know which one belongs and which one there. This world doesn't even understand themselves. The people who run this society, they don't even understand themselves. And they want to come teach us how we should be. Nonsense. We've seen what they want to teach us and we don't fucking like it. You're idiots. You who run this society, you are fools. Okay? You're devils and you're fools. Fuck off. Making life difficult for everybody where it doesn't need to be. Eh? Go somewhere with that bullshit. Go give it to your children. And your mothers and your fathers. Keep it in your fucking circle. The same way you like to keep us outside because you call yourself elites. Keep that dumb shit in your own bumbleclot circle. We don't want it. Foolishness. But men don't cry. Boys don't cry. Tap your nice, yeah, girl. Mommy, fuck you too. How about that? Nonsense. Or daddy, whoever the hell want to ask them man child if them a girl because they're crying. Fuck you, man. I'm hurting. And crying is the first thing my brain tell me to do, so me do it. Stupid humans. I don't care how anybody feel or think about me. You need to check yourself. That's what you need to do. Because I'm not saying anything that's wrong. Fuck off. You don't like what I'm saying, leave. I'm here to talk to sensible people, not stupid humans. Weak ass. Don't have a mind of your own. Bumbleclap puppet. Shut up. Foolishness. Even your children are smarter than you in these times. You have to be ashamed of your damn self. Just following what people before you did. Oh, my mother used to do it and my father used to do it, so I do it. Go make some sense out of your life, I beg. In all things, gain understanding. Understanding. Because the children that you're raising now these days, they're not fools. These children that are coming up, they're not fools. These are the people that's going to change this world into what it should be. A child shall lead the way. Right. Making the same stupid mistakes over and 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 over. Generation after generation after generation after generation after generation after same shit. Go check yourself before you check me. Go check yourself before you check these kids too. These youngers. Go check yourself before you check these young people too. Make sure that you're on point. You don't want to ruffle feathers, but you're suffering. You're suffering your children by teaching them the nonsense that you learn. Stop it. the bottom of the deck, we got bisexual. Look at that. Running away from your responsibility, running away from the challenge of loving someone of the opposite sex the way that God intended for humans to be. God did say that lesbianism is acceptable, but anal sex, whether with a man or a woman, is a no. And the reason for that is obvious. So I don't know, maybe it's okay for men to kiss and that, but sexing a man in the backside is unhealthy, period. Germs galore. So let's see where God is going with this. But I feel a lot of people turn to people of the same sex because they're running away from the opposite sex. They're running away from the challenges that come with dealing with someone from the opposite sex. And then they go and deal with someone of the same sex and realize, hey, it is not a gender issue. It is actually a personality issue. Because you still run into domestic violence. You still run into cheating. Yeah, you still run into somebody that don't give a fuck about your feelings. You still run into somebody that just want to use you for your money. The same problems you're running from with the opposite sex are the same thing you run into with people of the same sex. It's not a gender thing, it's a personality issue. So, hey, that's the beginning. Alright, let's see what is. So we got P and female. I'm hearing punani. Because my God talk like me. And female. Okay? And the underlying issue, that's the beginning. Adam and Eve. Man and woman. Male and female. Left and right. That's how it was in the beginning, and that's how it should be. God didn't make a mistake. As you can see, nothing comes of two women having sex, nothing comes of two men having sex except for lust, carnality, pleasure. It's not progressive. You can't make no babies with two men or two women. God saying, this is how I set it from the beginning. So we got male and L, I heard love. And we got J, justice. Yeah, the men love justice. But you have to work for it. You don't run away from your problems. A woman give you a problem, if she's worth it, you work to fix it. Life is about fixing things. So, okay, to go back to the question where God said, what do you feel life is about? What do you think life is about? Life is a gift. Life is a school. I finally figured out the other day, or the message came to me about what the name of the game of life actually is. It dawned on me that the name of the game of life is live and learn. You live and you learn. Unlike school, where you learn and then you get a test, in life you get a test, then you learn a lesson. That's what life is about. It's just experiences. Life is just a gift of experiences. We get to experience the foods we love and don't love, the people we love and don't love, the scenarios we love and don't love, the cars we love and don't love. Everything. The family members we love and don't love. It's an experience. That's what life is about. It's a gift. Do as you please. But remember, fire hot. If you touch the fire, it'll go burn you. When you touch the fire, you'll know what that means. and you go and touch the fire and you pull back your hand quick. That's what those words meant. Fire hot. If you touch it, it's going to burn you. You live and you learn. See, I told you, but you still had to go do it yourself. So you touch it, it burn you. You live and you learn. What did you learn? You learned that fire hot. Same thing with relationships. You live and you learn. That's why God talks so much about forgiveness. It's because we're basically an empty canvas. And so we must fill that canvas with whatever it is that we want. Some of it's going to be good, some of it's going to be bad, some of it's going to be in place and in harmony, some of it's going to be out of whack. You see what I'm saying? Because you live and then you learn. So once you learn, then you don't go making the same mistakes again. That's how you know you truly learn. That's why life sends us the same type of people, the same experiences over and over again to see, like, did you really learn the lesson? Let me test you again and see. Okay? So, men love justice. Women love justice too. From the beginning, men love justice. And what is just? Just is fair, balance, just like male and female, yin and yang, up and down, left and right, good and bad. It's justice, it's balance. Okay? Light and dark. So that was a mathematical equation for you right there. And I hope you understand it. If you don't understand it, I'm going to say it for you one more time. Male go with female, not male for male and female for female. If you want to be fruitful and successful, if you want to follow divine order. I never asked God about man kissing man. But God said when it comes to sex, anal sex is a no. Whether you're female or male is a no. So I don't know what else man can do with man to really have a good time. That's not an abomination unto God and unto himself and the one that he's dealing with and unto science and unto the rest of the world. Because when you catch diseases and then you put it this place and that place, other people get caught up in it too. The showers at the gym, you walk on that nastiness, that shit give you foot fungus. You push the willy in your booty and then, well, one person push the willy in the booty and then push the willy in the mouth, you just might catch something. Then the one that catch something in the mouth, which that means the one with the willy already got something in his willy. So now the one that got something in his mouth go kiss somebody and then transfer that thing from. Come on. I'm not saying that there are not other diseases that male and female carry as well. Heterosexual males and females carry around. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, unlike those diseases that are caught during heterosexual relationships, the one that you contract during anal sex, you knew that you were doing something wrong. Shit stink. Shit dirty. Shit nasty. You play around in somebody's shit. That shit is not normal. That behavior is not normal. It's not sensible. That's the difference with when you catch something from having actual real sex and when you catch something from having anal sex. Going to have anal sex, you're asking for diseases. You're asking for your body to malfunction. Then you can't hold your poo. You can't hold your poo, or the man behind you ram the poo up in you so much so that it's all bent out of shape. Then you got this big flat fat shit inside your intestines that's supposed to be like this, but now because it's been rammed up in there so much, it's now flat. So it's coming down nice and smooth, then it broad out like this and flat. How you get that out your ass? How? It's gonna be very hard. It's gonna be very uncomfortable. Be realistic. I don't have to get involved to be able to see. Do you go and eat out the garbage if you can do better? No. Nobody eats out the garbage bin if they can do better. The asshole is the garbage bin of the body. All these men want to run from dealing with women. Why? Because you're afraid. And then the women are running to deal with other women too. Why? Because they're just sick and tired. People using their power wrongly. Using your masculine energy when you shouldn't. And then these women nowadays are being trained to see a man's feminine energy as pussy energy. We can't fucking win. Need to change the mindset. Those philosophies, those ideologies is fucking up our culture, our community. Our human community is destroying us. It's good to be friends with the person that you intend to get involved with. Get to know them before you fuck them. Get to know each other before you have sex. We live in a society where apparently a man and a woman can't just be friends. Somehow it's become the norm where people have to be discouraging females from being friends with men because anytime a man wants to be your friend, they say, is because they want to get in your panty. And that is sad. It is destructive when the only reason you can friend a female is when you want to get in her drawers. That means you're not learning anything else from her. She's not a piece of meat. We have females who are scientists. We have females who are doctors. There's a lot more to a female than a pussy and two breasts and a fat ass. Disgusting. It's unacceptable. Can't be friends with a man because the man always just waiting for his chance to get in your panty. Fuck this. I don't care how you feel. I'm free in my spirit right now. I'm telling y'all what I learned from this society. Anybody who is sensible, you listen to this and you pick up what I'm saying and you'll see the sense in what I'm saying and you'll know that we need to make some serious changes as a society. Our mindset. We need to make some changes. This is unacceptable behavior. It's destructive. You can't even find a good woman. Then we have all these people on social media that's talking a whole bunch of shit to further confuse our young men or our men and further confuse our women. So you need people like me who are sussing out the garbage to come and tell y'all, yo, that is fuckery, that is fuckery, that is fuckery, that is fuckery. Think before you leap. If you take some time to think about it, you'll see that it's fuckery too. It don't matter if everybody is doing it. Right now, the large percentage are heading over a cliff. If you want to go with them, go with them. But at least I'm here telling you, that is fuckery. We need our men to be what men have probably never been in a very, 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 very long time. Those are the quality of men that we're looking for. So it's not okay to learn being a man from your uncle and from your daddy and your granddaddy and your great granddaddy and your great great granddaddy, because as far as I'm concerned, all them had it wrong. Be yourself as a man, as a person. Be true to who you are, who you want to be as a man. Set your own standard as a man. Become somebody that you yourself would date and feel happy to date if you were a woman. A lot of you want to treat women like shit, but if you had a daughter, or if you see your mother or your sister or some female that you care about being treated like that, all of a sudden you could see the error in that behavior. See it in yourself first. Set a good example. Put good energy out into the world, and good energy will come back to you, Aquarius. Lead out, or else fall. And keep falling, because you're already falling. I don't deal with weak people. If this message is not for you, lock it off. You will find the right person at the right time. You want to be a bad man with a good woman. In what reality? And you want to be treated like a king. Fucking crazy. Six more. Alright, at the bottom of the deck, we've got Would You Fuck Me? Okay, interesting. Well, let's see where God is going with this one. So, fuck is not sex, and fuck is not making love. Fucking is what people do when they meet somebody tonight. They go, they do. There's not really much affection. There's not really much emotional exchange. It's just a physical activity. That's what fucking is. Let's just define that. Sex has some level of emotion in there. They may involve some kissing, some exchange of sentiments. Okay? Making love, that's where the tantric sex and all these good things come in. That's the type of sex that get you hooked. That's the type of sex that blow your mind. Okay? Right. So fucking is surface level. A surface level exchange. Okay? I mean, you don't need to call me in the morning. I've never seen you before. I don't need to know your name. None of that. I just want your body. Period. Your body and some of your energy. Just make me come and make me feel good. So the question is, do you wish me well? That's the card that come out. So do you wish me well? At the bottom of the line we have, if you and I become a couple, would you still have sexual relations with so and so? Whoever that person is. And then we have, do you love me coming after that. So in line with your sex life, with your your love life, God wants to know, do you wish your partner well? Do you wish yourself well? The underlying issue is, if you and this person become a couple, would you still have sexual relations with anybody? Whether from your past, present, or future. Because when it comes to most people, if they're not if they're not a polyamorous person, they're monogamous, they're not going to want to know that their man is sharing himself with anybody else. For obvious reasons. Do you want your gal to be sharing herself with somebody else? Anybody from her past, present, or future? What you don't want for yourself, don't share it. Now there's a deep one. If I lost my ability to perform sexually, would you still date or marry me? So it's like, how deep is this love? So this is going back to what I'm talking about, where you take sex out of the equation. Being in love with a female because of her personality. So if for some reason she can't have sex, does she automatically become rubbish to you? Does she become useless to you? Outside of sex, what else is there for her to love you for and for you to love her for? So much so that you still want to be together as a couple. What is your relationship based on besides sex? Got two more decks. Three more. Alrighty. At the bottom of this deck, we've got moral problems. Exactly. That's the issue with men and women, male and female, today. Our moral compass is way off. What we don't want for ourselves, we tend to do it to other people. If we think that nobody's gonna find out about what we're doing, we tend to do it anyway. Moral problems. Okay? You're supposed to have integrity whether somebody's watching or not. You're supposed to be putting out to other people only what you won't mind them doing to you. If you have a problem with somebody doing something to you, then that's an indication that you probably shouldn't be doing it to other people. In most cases, that's the issue. If you don't want nobody to do it to you, don't do it to anybody. That goes for life in general, but this is clearly about your love life. So if you don't want your gal to do something to you, don't do it to her. If you don't want your gal to leave you because your dick not working anymore, then you must be willing to be with her if for some reason she can't have sex anymore. Because life happens, man. Life happens. You never know where life is going to take you. Who you are today, how you are today, is not a guarantee that it's going to be like that for you forever. Shit happens. We lose our beauty. Shit happens. We lose our mobility. Shit happens. We lose our sensibility. Shit happens. And if you're going to be with somebody, let it be with somebody that you'd be willing to go through thick and thin with. Or else don't bother. Or at least don't put it to them as though it's more serious than what it is. If you're not going to be with them through thick and thin, then don't pose up yourself as to say you want a long-term relationship. Because shit happens. The beautiful person you're looking at today may not be so beautiful tomorrow. Like literally tomorrow. Or you yourself may lose your beauty tomorrow. So you need to love somebody for the right reasons. Look deeper than the surface level. This way the body look, fucking job, what job they have, how much money they have. All them shit are surface level shit. If your person didn't have these things, would you still love them? How would you know? It's because you've gotten the chance to get to know the person. So, the card we have, I'm trying my best, but it came out in the reverse. So let's check the energy before we continue. Feels correct like this. So you're trying your best. Okay, that's all that's required. And if you're not trying your best, just know that your best is all that's required of you. You can only be as great as you can manage to be. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But you have to actually put in the effort to be your best version of yourself. Or else you're useless. You're a bother. You deserve to be dropped if you're not trying. You're just being a nuisance. Understand? The bottom of the deck, we got I don't know. You don't treat me how I want. So this is why it's important to get to know each other. And this is why it's important to give yourself space to fall from grace. Because we're all just trying to figure it out. So if you get with a girl and the girl is annoying you, it doesn't mean it's time to run to a man, yo. It's time to communicate. It's time to ask yourself, is this girl even worth the effort? And if your answer is yes, then you may proceed to start to help her. If she feel like you're worth the effort too. Because the two of you have to be on the same page. If the two of you are not on the same page, there's no need for you to continue. That's the first thing. And being on the same page don't mean it's going to last forever. But at least you're willing to help each other to grow, understand themselves, understand each other, become better versions of yourself. That's what trying your best look like. You won't know everything. But even when you don't treat somebody how they actually want, you care enough to find out, well, how should I actually do this? How does this actually work? Because I'm trying here. Big man thing, big woman thing. Not no little boy thing. If you're not ready for that, go sit down somewhere and leave people alone. Seriously. Because y'all are getting on each other's nerves out here. And you're getting on my nerves too. I want a good man too. I want a man who would be willing to say, yeah, I'm trying, and actually show that he's trying. So I want a good man too. So all y'all who want to play, all y'all who don't care about getting it right, get out of the way. You need to wear a bracelet or some shit to identify yourself as a player, somebody who is not serious about building anything with anybody. Somebody who is not serious about getting the best out of a relationship mutually. You need to identify yourself so people like me can stay away from people like you. All the fluff to that side, all the substance to this side. Last message. Four more. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we've got willing. You have to want it. Like I said, if you don't want it, you go to that side and play around with the other players and let the people who actually are willing to make a relationship work, people who are willing to build strong bonds with the opposite sex, people who are willing to start businesses and play fair and express good levels of morality with each other, people who mean well for each other, everybody like that to this side, so that we can find each other and actually help build each other until our time together has expired, and then we move on to the next person that's meant to help us get to the next level. Because some of us out here are actually into that. We're into building, not playing. Let the players play and let the builders build themselves, each other, businesses, families, communities, you name it. Right? If you don't want it, that's fine. Just identify yourself as a player so that the real serious people can leave you alone and you can leave them alone. Serious people, maybe we need to do something to identify ourselves too. And anybody found using our mark unlawfully, you will be punishable. You will be punished. How the word go? How they say it in Allah? It's punishable by law for you to use this mark unlawfully. Use this mark for nonsense. The same way that you people use the word love when you know that you only want to fuck. The same way you use the word love when you know that you only want to get closer to a person to get what you want from them. Anybody found using this mark outside of how it should be used, you will be prosecuted by law. Players, stay over there. Play with players. Don't come play with serious people. Think I'm joking. Time for the nonsense to stop. The willing card dropped out, but it fell out in the reverse. Let's see what God is saying here. Yeah, it's in the upright. Fantastic. Yeah, you got to be willing. The underlying issue, accomplished, underappreciated. See, this is the problem. Y'all ain't trying to accomplish anything. Y'all are not trying to build anything. Y'all aren't trying to win. You just want to play. So accomplishing things is unappreciated. You don't see it in the way that it should be seen. You don't want to build anything. You don't want to help each other to grow. You don't want to create a brighter tomorrow. You don't want to create an environment where you can rest assured that your son or your daughter can find a good, supportive partner. Fine, stay over there. Some of us care. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't mix up yourself with people who actually care, because that's where the friction comes in. That's where the problem comes in. Wasting our time, wasting our energy. Why are we invested in you when you have That happened today as well, you know. That happened on the last one as well. But why are we invested in you when you have absolutely no desire to build well? You have no desire to see the betterment of yourself, the betterment of your person, the betterment of your children. You have no desire for these things. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But do not get involved with somebody who actually want to see these things come to fruition. That's the problem. Deal with people who are like you, and you won't have no problem because you're all on the same page. Let the builders find each other and try together. We got promiscuous, selective, foolish, and forbidden. Exactly. So if you're serious, you won't live like that. Being promiscuous, and then you want to be selective. Don't select the people who want to build, because it's foolish and it's forbidden. So when you want to be playing around, play around with people of your own kind. Be selective. Don't select the wrong ones, because we're not interested in your games. Right, and that brings us to the end of your message. So if you would do that for us, then that would be most honorable of you. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to be a player. Just don't play with people who are serious about life. And we won't have no problems. Because God's not angry with you. Solomon had God knows how many women. Ain't nothing wrong with that. David had how many concubines. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Once you are all cool with how you're living your life, then that's fine. The problem only arises when you find somebody who is of a different mission. Their mission statement is different to yours, and you have a conflict of interest. Then it manifests in a real life where you have real conflict. Then you want to know why relationships so hard. Find people who think like you, find people who believe like you, find people who are cool with what you're cool with, and you won't have no problem. You can have your fuck fests, you can have your orgies, you can have your whatever you want. No problem. But when you want to get with somebody who is serious about starting a family, serious about starting business, serious about building the community, and you want to be having fuck fests and whatnot, then clearly there's going to be a problem. That person is not for you. Understand? So, until next time, my dears. And right now, this video is for the whole wide world. I can't even put up this video as just for Aquarius alone, because every fucking body need to hear this. I'm happy that it came out so I can tell every fucking body one time. So now I have to find out how to title this video so that everybody watch it. But God will guide me. Until next time, bye bye.